Ciao and welcome. I've got lots of good news. Number one, Julie's back. She's feeling a lot better. Hello, Julie.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Number two, I got the right ingredient out today. So
Always
today
good.
I'm cooking what I should have been cooking yesterday, the tagliatelle with steak. I ended up cooking liver yesterday, but that was very, very nice. And the third thing is that I'm cooking something which a friend of mine has asked me to do, a very straightforward Italian simple recipe with steak and tomato. So see how it goes. So I'll start with the soffritto and I'll put a little oil in a cast iron pan. I'm using a cast iron pan today because it's going to be cooking long and slow, and always like to use a cast iron, but do not go out and buy one specific for this recipe. Normal pan will be just as good. This is a mixture of carrot, celery and onion, and I will be adding it to the oil. And I'll leave it to sizzle while I get on with the preparation of the steak. This is braising steak, and I have left it to marinate in white wine for approximately 3 hours. I'm following the lines of the steak and I'm cutting it into little strips first. And I'm going the other way now and I'll chop it into little cubes. And using the end bit of my carving knife, I'm now chopping it further, almost as if I'm making mince really. And this is a very typical Italian way of chopping steaks or when they make sausages as well. And that's it. I'm happy that it's pretty much done. And what this will do, it will tenderize the meat a little bit as well, and making it smaller of course. So my onion and celery and carrots have been sizzling now for a good 4 or 5 minutes. Now I'll pick my steak and add it to it. And I'll turn the temperature up and I'll leave it to sizzle now for a good 10 minutes. 10 minutes has passed, so I'm adding now some salt and also add some pepper.
Come away from the smoke.
Smell is good. Same wine I used to marinate the meat, I will be adding it to the mix now.
You might be able to see Francesco, he's in the sauna.
Yeah, but the wine, the smell of the wine, the alcohol has evaporated, and I'll be adding some plum tomatoes now. These are whole plum tomatoes, so go in with your spatula and break them up, although they will be cooking now for a while, so it don't matter, they will be disintegrating anyway. So the tomatoes are boiling now and everything is beginning to smell wonderful. I will put the lid on and I'll leave it to cook. I'll turn it down though on a very low temperature, maybe something like 3 out of 9. If you have got a gas hob, turn it down on minimum, and this will need to cook long and slow for about an hour, maybe an hour and a quarter, or even an hour and a half. I will come back actually after an hour and a quarter and I'll let you know. See you then. Bye bye. And we are back. It's been an hour and 20 minutes and everything is cooked. Well, the sauce is cooked. I just wanted to show you before we go any further how lovely and thick it has become, and I've tested some and it is lovely and tender as well.
Delish.
However, I will not be using all of this tonight, so I'll transfer what I need in a separate pan and I will be then keeping the rest and I'll freeze it once it's cooled down. So we will get 2 meals out of this. And I'll pop this back on the hob to keep it warm. My water is boiling. I'm going to add some salt, followed by my fresh tagliatelle. Tagliatelle also, they're called fettuccine in Italian, by the way. This will only cook for about 4 or 5 minutes because it's fresh egg tagliatelle, so they will not take very long at all. And my tagliatelle are cooked, so I'm going to be moving them straight into the pan with my sauce. And I'm going to let them cook together now for about a minute so that the tagliatelle absorbs some of the sauce while they're cooking. And they're ready to be served, Julie, you'll be pleased to know. One last thing before I serve them, I will be adding some fresh basil.
So it's not one more thing then.
2 more things.
2 more things.
And a little olive oil.
And what about the Parmesan cheese?
Parmesan cheese goes out afterwards.
Ah.
and one final mix. I'm a bit like Colombo. There's always one more thing.
Is there? I can't remember. Oh yeah, just one more thing. Just one more thing. Yeah, you're right.
And I'm gonna be putting it into our favorite dish, and then we will be.
Which he bought for me,
A piece
everybody,
for you,
as a
yeah.
lovely surprise. And then every time I look, it's off the shelf and it's being used. I'm
So
beginning
lovely.
to wonder who he bought that for.
Oh my God, this is for two.
I did say it looks a lot of pasta for two of us.
Oh wow.
Never mind, the joy of this actually is even if it's cooked, we can still freeze it.
And I'm now grating a little parmesan on top. I'm using the grater because I like the big chunks, so it's lovely to look at as well. And to finish it off so that it looks even prettier, I'll put a little bit more sauce at the very, very, very top, like this.
And yes, everybody, that is enough for 4 people. Yeah.
Well, depends how long hungry you are. Time to taste it now, and I got a little tagliatelle and a bit of meat in there as well. It's lovely. You show that if you cook it, you do cook it for long and slow. That's the real trick of this recipe. Not so much with mince, but if you're using chunky beef like I have, long and slow, and ironically, it's really, really tender. Even if you're using steak, like a rump steak, make sure that you cook it no less than 1 hour. Delicious. Ciao, ciao. Hopefully you enjoy if you make it. See you later. Bye.